Hello and welcome. Today we're going to tell a story. It's a simple story, really, about having the right tool for the right job in our digital world. And it all starts by understanding the difference between a simple toolbox and an entire workshop. I want you to imagine a huge, bustling city. But this city, it's built entirely out of data and code. This is our digital workplace, where millions of us show up every single day to build, to create, and to solve problems. But just like in a real city, not every worker needs the same stuff, right? Some people can get their job done with just a single hammer, while others, well, they need a whole workshop full of tools. And that simple difference is the key to everything we're going to talk about today. So first up, let's meet Aaron. You can think of Aaron as a builder, a supporter. He works in customer support. He's that helpful voice on the other end of the line, the person who's there day in and day out just solving problems for people. Now, what's so interesting about Aaron's job is how focused it is. He really only uses one main application to do everything he needs to, a customer relationship management system, or a CRM. It's basically his digital command center. He doesn't need to mess with files or change a bunch of settings. He just needs that one specific tool to be there for him, instantly and securely, no matter what device he's using. So, what does our digital city give Arun? It gives him something perfect for his needs, a virtual app. Think of it like this. Instead of dragging over a giant, heavy toolbox with a bunch of stuff he'll never even touch, we just hand him the one screwdriver he needs for the job. It's fast, it's simple, and it is incredibly efficient. That right there, that's the whole beauty of a virtual app. Okay, so that's Arun. Now let's meet another person in our digital city, someone whose needs are completely different. This is Mira. And Mira is a creator. She could be an engineer, a designer, a developer. She's someone whose entire job is to imagine and build what comes next, often from a blank slate. So you can see right away, Mira's work is way more complex and sprawling than Arun's. Giving her just one tool would be, impossible. She needs a whole suite of different applications. She needs access to all her files and folders, and she needs to customize her entire workspace with her own shortcuts and her own settings that make her workflow feel just right. She doesn't just need a tool. She needs her own personal workshop. And so for Mira, the digital city provides a virtual desktop. See, this isn't just one tool. This is the entire workshop. It's the full desktop experience, like the Windows or Mac OS you're used to, but it streams securely from the cloud right to her screen. Every tool, every file, every little setting is right where she left it. It's powerful, it's personalized, and it's ready for her to create no matter where in the world she is. So there we have it. We have Arun with his single, dedicated tool, and we have Mira with her entire workshop. This simple little metaphor, it's really the absolute key to understanding the fundamental difference between these two powerful technologies.
And this slide, this really just breaks it all down, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the toolbox. That represents the precision of virtual apps. They're fast, light, secure, and simple. Just what you need. And on the other side, you've got the workshop. That represents the massive potential of virtual desktops. Flexible, complete, powerful, and totally personalized.
Okay, so this leads to the million-dollar question, right? If you were building this digital city for your company, how on earth would you decide who gets a single tool and who gets the entire workshop? Well, the logic behind it is actually pretty straightforward. It all boils down to understanding what a person actually does. If an employee, just like Arun, only needs one or two specific apps to do their job, then virtual apps are the perfect, most efficient fit. But if they need that full, customizable environment, like Mira, a virtual desktop is absolutely the way to go. And for most companies today, the best path is a hybrid one. You mix and match to give everyone exactly what they need to shine. Let's get a little more specific. Virtual apps are just ideal for roles that are focused and task-based. Think about the folks in a busy call center, or tellers at a bank, or even field technicians out there using a tablet. For them, it's all about speed and simplicity, and virtual apps deliver that perfectly. Plus, it saves the company money and cuts down on complexity. It's a win-win. Now, contrast that with the roles you see here. The creators, the innovators, the deep thinkers. These professionals, they aren't just completing tasks. They are solving really complex problems. They need to juggle multiple heavy-duty applications, they need to customize their workflows, and they need the freedom to install new tools. For them, the full power of a virtual desktop isn't some luxury. It is absolutely essential. So, as we start to bring our story to a close, we arrive at this simple but honestly really powerful conclusion. It's all about having the power to choose the right tool for the right person.
And this is maybe the most important thing to remember. Virtual apps and virtual desktops, they are not competitors. Not at all. They're partners. They are two different but equally important ways of empowering people to do their absolute best work, tailored perfectly to what they do.
It's really a beautiful distinction when you think about it. One approach is all about precision, giving an employee exactly what they need and nothing more. The other is all about potential, giving an employee everything they might possibly need to create, to explore, and to innovate. And at the end of the day, it all comes back to this one simple truth. Our modern digital world isn't about one-size-fits-all solutions anymore. It's about understanding that sometimes you just need a screwdriver, and sometimes you need the entire workshop. The goal is to build a world where everyone has exactly what they need to truly succeed.